Welcome back to the Pioneer Postgame Show. I'm Justin Chartrand, joined by senior Maddie Adkins and head coach Hannah Barrett as the Pioneers take out the Coker Cobras 3-0 here on their home floor on a Friday night here inside Pioneer Arena. Maddie, talk about, obviously this is big, your senior year. All right, you guys are now 5-3 in the conference. You got a big week coming up. Talk about what tonight's win means for you all moving forward.
I think that just gives us confidence from just to move forward into next week because we play Carson Newman. So yeah, I think that just leads us into a good practice next week, going off a win for this weekend.
Yeah, now talk about just kind of the craziness, right? 2 weeks ago, you guys get shipped up to Knoxville to kind of operate out of there after the storm damage and all that. You guys drop a couple close ones to LMU, to Anderson in 5, and then you come back this week and you win 2-0. What does that say about your squad at this point and where you guys are at in the season?
I think we've been through a lot and we've just been staying positive and resistant, and then we're just leaning on each other kind of.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Coach, talking kind of off of that point, from a coaching standpoint, what do you have to say about this group right now? You guys are in an interesting position. A lot can happen tonight. Carson Newman playing Wingate and everything else. The standings could really shake up as you go into this coming week with Carson Newman and then Wingate back here on Friday. Where do you see this team at this point in the season right now?
Yeah, we actually just talked about this in the locker room. I think our ceiling is high and we're just getting started, and we have to continue to execute at a high level. And we did a good job tonight, but I don't even think we're close to the execution level that we need to be at. And we're going to get prepped to do that next week because we got 2 tough opponents, 2 top teams in the conference, and just trying to do our best and play the best volleyball we can. And we got a good group, and we've been working on consistency lately and really the whole season. And so each game we get better, and just looking forward to next week.
Absolutely. You talk about tonight, you guys win 3-0. What are some things, even though it's a 3-0 sweep, and we all love sweeps, especially on your home floor, what were some things that you saw that you say, hey, moving forward, we got to clean some of this stuff up?
Yeah, I think we've been pretty good defensively and sound defensively, but we talked a lot about tonight, getting Madison in system a little bit more so that we're in 3 option. We can't live in bad ball and live behind the 10-foot line and compete with the good teams in our conference. And so I think we got a lot of work to do this week, and just making sure, okay, hey, the block's doing a good job. Now we got to play better defense around them. And so that's something we got to clean up, and then just making sure we're sound offensively. And Madison's been doing a great job all season, making really good decisions and trying to get one-on-one swings. And so we'll focus on that this week because we got 2 really good offensive opponents coming up, and we got to slow them down. So
you do. Defensively, the serve-receive game tonight was probably the best we've seen so far this season. 12 serving aces through 3 sets. Has that been something you guys have been working on a lot, I would say, in practice?
We served for 35 minutes yesterday. So we had a lot of misses, but I think that's something that we focus on a lot every day at practice. We spend at least 10 minutes to serve because that's an area I think that we can take advantage of and really make sure that, we're getting teams out of system so that we can set up a good block and then defend out of it. So.
Absolutely. Maddie, you were this will be the last question here for you. You were part of last year's championship run. What do you see in terms of the similar characteristics of last year's championship DNA to maybe this year's team that you're seeing right now with where you guys are at in this season?
I think even the freshmen who weren't here last year and the people that are playing now, we're just all staying upbeat and remembering the goal at the end of the season, and just taking the one game is just one step at a time to the championship.
Absolutely. Absolutely. She's Hannah Barrett. She's Maddie Adkins. I'm Justin Chartrand, signing off from the Pioneer Postgame Show. Tusculum takes out Coker 3-0. We'll see you back here in a week from today as Tusculum comes back home to take on Wingate next Friday.